bought you something. Do you know what it is?
It's Valyrian steel. Like Dark Sister.
Turn around. Now, you and I both own a small piece of our ancestry.
In this video, I'm going to discuss all the teeny tiny details you might have missed while watching the show. So stay tuned for that. Greetings lords and ladies, 7 blessings to you. Welcome to Ultimate Book Maniacs, the one stop for book and TV series reviews. I've already discussed some of these details on our House of the Dragon episode 1 discussion on a new podcast that I've joined. It's called A Watch Party of Ice and Fire. So there will be some different points here and some on the podcast. Anyway, let's begin. First, the letter at the Great Council of 101 AC. At the very beginning of the episode, we see a succession issue between King Jaehaerys' grandchildren, Princess Rhaenys and Prince Viserys. I've explained most of it in my House of the Dragon What Is It About video. So the Maesters have counted the votes and sent all the lords' decision to Jaehaerys through a tiny scroll. Here's what that scroll says. Lords here assembled name Viserys of House Targaryen, son of Princess Alyssa and Prince Balon, grandson of King Jaehaerys Targaryen, Prince of Dragonstone, and rightful heir to the Iron Throne. At the bottom of the page, you can see the sigil of connected links of a round chain. It's the symbol of the Maesters. And so, Viserys has been chosen as king despite being younger than Rhaenys, who was the daughter of King Jaehaerys' eldest son. Second, nails in Syrax's neck. In the 9th year of King Viserys' reign, we see Rhaenyra and Syrax land in the dragon pit after flying over King's Landing, or rather, land outside the dragon pit's entrance. You can see 2 nails driven into both sides of Syrax's neck. These nails are used to fit in the reins, so that the dragon rider can use it to give directions to their dragons, kind of like we do with the horses. I would like to thank Rohan Ahmed for pointing it out and providing me this image. And thank you Constance for pointing out the second nail on our podcast. Like I've discussed in my previous videos, the Targaryens in this era also use whips along with the saddles and reins. Third, after riding, Rhaenyra goes to meet her mother. In the background, there is a painting or a tapestry which looks like an orgy. These can also be seen on the other 3 walls and in King Viserys' room when Alicent goes to meet him. Fourth, in the council meeting, Lord Lyonel Strong, who is the Master of Laws, is wearing a sun-shaped necklace, and within it you can see the colors of his house, aka white, red and blue. But the colors look a little bit in different order than in the books. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Then after the small council meeting, Rhaenyra meets Daemon in the throne room. Daemon gives a Valyrian steel necklace to Rhaenyra, which, as I have discussed in our podcast before, looks a lot like the astrolabe from the opening credits of Game of Thrones. What do you guys think? Do you think the necklace shows the astrolabe? 6. Then we see Alicent and Rhaenyra in the Godswood. Alicent is reading from a book about Dorne and the Martells. On the left page, you can see a sigil which is also on the cover of the book. You can see the Martell's sun with a ship within it. This book talks about Nymeria, and here's what the text reads. Lashed together with ropes and cables, Nymeria's fleet disappeared at the coming of the first storms, sweeping them across the sea, east, west and south, into dash-invested pockets of basilisk. After that, I think it will be isles. 7th, you can see tents and a hitching post outside of the jousting area. There are a couple of horses there, along with the banners of the houses their riders belong to. As for the tents, they kind of remind me of Merlin for some reason. I think there was a scene in Merlin where the prince had to go to the tent to rest between a duel or something. So these tents might serve the same purpose here. I think it's a place for the knights to rest. I love the attention to details. 8th. The dragons on the back of the king's chair. Is it just me, or does this image looks like that the dragons are watching over or protecting the king? As we've discussed before, you can see Targaryen sigils on Daemon's coat, and I think it's also there on Viserys's coat. 9th. Then we see the knights facing Daemon, and out of these knights, Daemon chooses Lord Hightower. So which houses have lined up in front of Daemon? If we look from left to right, we have House Tyrell, House Mallister, Corbray, Hightower, Stokeworth, and House Cole. And out of these, Daemon picks Hightower to provoke Otto Hightower. 10th. Then we see King Viserys is sculpting a small dragon when Alicent enters his room. And there is a statue of this whole island. And if we'll zoom in and see the details, it's Dragonstone. So these are the 10 details you might have missed. If you wanna find out more details, like the carving on Emma Arryn's ring, the banners in the middle of the jousting area, and the name of the houses they belong to, Alicent's bloodied nails during the tourney, etc., in our A Watch Party of Ice and Fire podcast. I'll post the links in the description below. And I'll post more House of the Dragon videos soon. If you like this video, please hit the like button below, share the video and subscribe to my channel. Have a great day. Bye bye. See you in my next video.